we have had a very, very choppy kind of existence. Once we had the bounce Friday morning, we tagged that 355. That was perfect. We've bounced. Honestly, I think this will still head up to this kind of 368, 63 area, which is the 21 day that I wrote about. I still see that. See what it's going to do up here at 368. That's still my baseline bet. So from 355, a very gorgeous open on Monday, right? This is a very nice pattern, but it has to digest. We actually tagged, we opened above, failed, but it held the 3, sitting on the 55, the 8, all that jazz. And then this morning, we literally opened at 364 and we're running to 367.5. So we've run $3, held beautifully. I just don't see anything to kind of get in the way of that 368. And then we'll see. While the Qs are making it up to the 21 day. That's exactly what I wrote on Friday. So far this is working, but we got NVIDIA and we got no edge. All right, so we're there. We just tagged the 21. My alert hasn't gone off yet, but it will. 368.19. There's that trend line, but a little above that, we could even reach to 368.63. Obviously, I would, however, imagine we've got some very strong puts coming in for protection in case NVIDIA disappoints, right? So we're already up to that 368.63. That was my price target. I'm done. Like, I think that's enough into NVIDIA. Doesn't mean we can't fly over 370, but for me, that's resistance. So, right, we broke last 2 weeks ago. We closed below, very, very, very firmly below that 370, but that was the breakdown. Into that 355, perfect. And now this bounce into 370 again. So 368.63 for today. Maybe NVIDIA delights, and we head all the way up to that 370. See, this 370 intraday is pretty much the same thing on the weekly. That's basically it. They're running it into NVIDIA earnings, and that's all there's to say about that. All right, so on the chase time frame, hopefully that helped just to keep you in the direction of the chase on this bounce. Spot and INDA. Okay. This is just making its way up to that 368 area until NVIDIA reports. Great reversal, but it tagged, little bounce and dump, little bounce. So we're right at that 135.51. It's like it wants to make a move again to that 136. Let's see, 135.51. Do we have any news? All right, DHR. And okay, so Spotify, long story short, it is definitely having a little run here. This is the 8-day. Looks like it wants to push back up to that 136. This is the channel on the weekly, meaning we don't want it to close above this 136 because that would mean it's going to likely have some time here to play on a stronger bounce. I don't see any option flow here worth its salt, but definitely it's moving for that 136 again. Hasn't had any down week, so this makes sense. Look at the red bar, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got a 5-bar rule, right? Usually we have a sizable bounce, but sizable, to me, this is still a broken trend. So we can bounce all the way back up to 145. I would be very, very surprised if we close above that. I know that's scary if you're very short duration. So if you're short duration looking for this 200-day, they're testing you. 136 still is resistance. Wouldn't surprise me if we get up to 139. If this takes out 136,